no, that's cool. Oh, if you Game Shark it in early, would you be able to use the Divine Dragon or Dragoon form against Divine Dragoon form Lloyd at the end of the third disc? That'd be interesting. How could two people both be wielding the same Dragoon power? And we're gonna, as much as I would like to just kind of like smoke ball and kind of just, that's awesome. Just kind of skip these fights. I think the ones that we can, can you imagine seeing the Divine Dragon, seeing its own power being used against it? It's like, well, I didn't give it to you, what the hell? But hopefully we will be able to maybe level up one more level before we get back to that final fight. I'd really like it if all three of my characters were level 40. But I'm not going to go out of my way to do it. So if it just so happens to work out that way, that's awesome. I don't think it's going to happen though. Wow. So resets like game overs, multiple game overs, and you just had to keep doing it? What exactly, if you don't mind my asking, what was a specific form that was giving you trouble? Running out of items? I mean, maybe I can take some lessons here and maybe get a little bit better shot at beating him the first time around. I've heard of some people actually managing to kill him off before he even goes into his third form. Like, there's beat him on the second form. There's some people that somehow have even beaten him before he even changes form. So it's the very first form and you win. And it just dawned on me, I really should be fighting, instead of using the Psychedelic Bomb X, I should be using Rose's, take this time to get Rose's, excuse me, her SP back up. You know, I'm not quite sure how, I think it has something to do with the fact that, I think it was Hashel, like his best weapon or something, and a variety of other equipment and factors that allowed him to like really dish out insane amount of damage. And I think that that's what allowed people to pretty much just 42,000 HP in one form. I mean, I can't imagine how it's done. It's probably a lot of preparation and a lot of luck.
Die. More and more.
I do like it that even though we lost our one Dragoon form, spirit, that the game doesn't make me have to go back and
Die.
refill my SP gauge.
Die. More and more.
Yes. Go. First dance.
And the one thing I'm not entirely sure I mean, I don't know what kind of items I want to bring to the final fight. I don't know if I want to sell off a few things that I don't think I'm going to need in favor of like a healing item or something. So I think we're doing, I mean, we've got 3. I mean, I might want to get rid of that completely. Get rid of those and replace them with healing breezes, just so that I can heal the entire party, as opposed to one specific person. I don't quite know if I probably don't need the Rhapsody is probably not going to be so much important as the Moon Serenade. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. It's been so long since I've yeah, MP. I might get rid of this. I don't think I need to bring the spirit potions. I might though. I'm not quite sure. It depends. I know that the final fight, if you mess up an addition, you're gonna get, you're gonna be punished for it. Which is especially why I want to kind of stick with the ones I'm pretty good at using, instead of trying to do something a little bit more powerful. I don't know. We are just going to have to wait and see. You didn't have enough items?
Die. More and more.
I don't even remember what I brought. I think the first time I played through the game, I don't think I had the Psychedelic Bomb X. I think it was just whatever Psychedelic Bomb was. I just remember it took a very long time. And I don't think I died. I don't think I did. I mean, I might have. It's been a very long time.
Die. More and more.
It might have been that. I think the recommended level there was one guide I followed way back many years ago when I did my playthrough. I think it recommended being level 45, and I think I was like 37, 38, probably right around the level I am now. But I mean, most people, from what I've seen, they take on the fight about this level, so I think it's just all about making sure you have what you need and you know what you're getting yourself into. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is gonna change everything. Well, you said you did in like 30 some hours, right? I think, what were we at? I think 51. I know some of that wasn't streamed. I think that was when I was grinding editions. But I'm trying to think. Let's go. Let's look at the items we have. What can I get rid of? Healing Fog is nice to have. I mean, for Dart especially, and Rose, they've got, you know, 3 to 4, almost 5,000 HP. Miranda, that's not really going to help too much. Healing Rains are nice. Those I don't think we can buy, so the fact that we've retained 4 of them is going to be really nice. I mean, really, I can get rid of 3 of those and still be okay. So I've got 2 of those. I know I can get rid of the Sun Rhapsody. Yeah, I think 5 Angel Prayers. I probably want a little bit more of those. I wish we had speed down, and I know that that is something that you can acquire, and that's actually kind of crucial for that one strategy of beating him on his first or second form, is you basically slow him way down so he doesn't get a lot of turns. Yeah, good point. That's the one thing that it's the difficult thought process there, because if I do get rid of it in favor of half health and it's not enough, well then crap. Exactly, you know, that's why I'm not quite sure. Oh, that's the weapon shop. I don't think he has anything that's really gonna matter. Okay, so this is exactly it. The Destroyer Mace. Because the weaker Hashel is in his health, the stronger his attack. So when you boost all that stuff and you just hit him really hard, that's how they're able to do it. I know I've got some of this stuff here. I don't know if I want to bother even bringing any kind of like purifiers with, because really all that does is waste a turn for one of my characters when really you want to dish out the damage. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of the Sun Wraps. Well, what can I? Stop. So I can. I can't remember if he petrifies anybody either. That's the thing. All right, let's do this. Let's just take a shot. I'm gonna get rid of my one Sun Rhapsody because I don't think I need to worry about that. And I'm gonna get rid of at least one of each of these. That'll allow me to purchase 2 more Healing Breezes and another Angel Prayer, so I can revive each person at least twice. Or Miranda, because she's the weakest health. And now we gotta kind of see what am I gonna equip everyone with. So Dart with his Soul Eater is obviously the strongest that he's gonna get when it comes to attacking. And I definitely want the Therapy Ring to counteract the HP drain. That's so cool, 48 for his health, to counteract the Soul Eater effect. Let's see. I mean, okay, well, let's look. Okay, so his magical attack is 144, which makes him a higher magic attack user than Rose at 117. But, oh yes, Miranda's magical attack is 274. So that is actually going to be quite nice. That means when he gets hit with that psychedelic bomb, when we use it, it's going to hurt him good. So I think I'm going to start with her. I'm not going to bother with any other weapon. Magical Hat is what she's currently got on, which does What does the magical hat do? Raises MP by 50%. So yeah, I think I'm going to hold on to that. Because it also boosts my magical attack by like 50 points. And obviously we want to keep her armor on so that she doesn't take any light damage. Magic attacks. The only things we have here just is that. So really, magical ring I think boosts her magic attack. Yeah, it raises the magical attack power. The only other thing we can equip her with is maybe Talisman, but I don't think I'm gonna bother with that with Miranda. I suppose I could try giving her... No, I definitely want that extra 50 MP for her. So that she can use her dragon and some other healing spells in her Dragoon form. So her speed's kind of low at 65. But we'll see. What about Rose? So we are going to give her the Dragon Buster. Huh. Rose's hairband. That gives, well, let's see, that gives her a 123 magic attack, but lowers her defense by 10 for magic, but it avoids instant death. And I'm pretty sure that Melbu Frama does have the option of killing a character just straight out, so that might be something we want to hold on to. Although, avoiding bewitching, confusion, fear, and dispiriting would be... Nah. We'll keep it that. And Dancer's Shoes is just what increases her... Yeah, increases her speed to 75, so I'm not going to bother with that. So what does the physical ring do? Increases her health, so we're definitely going to hold on to that as well. So actually I think that this is pretty much all we can really do. It would be nice to give Dart the one item that doubles his MP. Just so that when we are in Dragoon form, we can really use his new abilities, because they're really powerful. We're going to save at both locations here. Let's see, what is his magic? The Divine Dragon Cannon is extremely powerful. But I think that this is where we're going to keep everything. And we'll see how we do. I'm just going to have to make sure that... And this is where the fact that Legend of Dragoon is a strict turn-based battle system is definitely helpful. Because if this was like action or even active time, we'd be kind of hurting. Because at least this way we can take the time to formulate and come up with like, what am I going to do next? Okay, do I make this decision or that decision? It should be noted, and I don't quite know if this is true or not, but my notes tell me that before we take on this final boss fight, this is our last opportunity to take on the super boss at Flanvel Tower, the Magician Faust. I could have sworn that once we entered the moon that never sets, we're not allowed to leave, so that might not be true. Which is exactly why I'm keeping a save at the Death City of Mayfill, specifically for that purpose. Because I would like to try my hand at taking that super boss on, and maybe down the road, after I take the time to get some legend casks and stuff like that, actually go and try and actually succeed at that fight. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I don't know why the little cliff notes that I jotted down said you could go and take the super boss on. But that's fine. That's exactly why I saved at Mayfield, so I can actually go back to that save and prepare on that game file. And this one can stay exactly where it is. I don't want to jinx myself, but I really hope that any of these fights that we get into before the final fight, none of them go first, because I don't want to have to take damage. Ugh. Damn it. Every single time. Just had to happen that way. Yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen. It's just my luck. Now, can we get into a fight in this area? It's not changing, so maybe that's not the case. So let's go back and get into a fight, hopefully against one thing. Heal up with our guard and run from the fight. Yep, so it must just be this area. Okay, first thing we're gonna do to you, little thing, is stop you from moving. You don't happen to know what the highest percentage boost you can get on one of those multi boosting, like the Psychedelic Bomb X? You can press X repetitively until you raise up enough percentage to boost the damage. Is it like 256? I want to say that there'd be 256 just based on the way that most codes and programming kind of, follow certain rules. Okay. Also, when you do a speedrun, you can actually use different controllers. That's interesting. Well, obviously, that's interesting. I've never actually owned a turbo controller. Well, that's not true. I've owned some that had a turbo function. I've never actually used it. So okay, we are at the final fight, and hopefully we can win. We'll see. So let's dive right on in. Let's go to our last battle. Hopefully. Oh. Jeez, 270. I think the highest I've reached is like 236, maybe. And so we're definitely going to go with the party we've been using this entire time. Dart, Rose, and Miranda. I wish it was Shauna, but Miranda will have to do. And I know that when we do use our Psychedelic Bomb X, it's going to have to be with Miranda. She's got way higher power than anybody else. Almost double what Dart has. We've got everything the way we want it.